Hey guys, Brennan here. I just wanted to make an update video on the 50 gallon. I've had a couple people at work asking me, hey, what's going on with the tank? Any new updates? So yeah, here we go. We'll just kind of jump right into it. Not a whole lot has changed, honestly, with the tank. I think the last update was like 4 months ago, so it's been a while. I did actually have to move the tank. Temporarily because we painted all the walls and put new baseboards in the house, so a lot of work got done out here. I didn't want the tank to get contaminated, and plus we needed to paint the walls behind the tank, so tank had to be moved. It was moved into the back room for, I don't know, I think like 2 or 3 weeks, and then moved back out here. I'm a little bit sick right now, guys, so if I sound funny, that's why. But yeah, everything's really settled back in since I moved it back out here to the living room. So yeah, we'll just jump right into it. I guess the first new piece is going to be this Elegance coral. It's Australian purple tip Elegance. I never kept one before, but it's pretty sweet. I like it a lot. It's really beautiful coral. Moving up, you can kind of tell my rocks have gotten a little bit more coral and algae growing on them, which is cool. I have this, I believe it's a Trichophilia. I think it's a Trichophilia. Brain coral. And yeah, this one's doing good. This is actually a rescue coral from a friend of mine gave me this coral, so I kind of brought it back to life. It looked like it was about to die, but it's doing well now. I feed it almost every other day. I just have some of those little stony pieces up in the back, not sure the names. I haven't really been seeing like a ton of growth. I mean, there's some growth on that back ridge there, nothing too serious. A few of these I was actually planning on getting rid of, so but yeah, those are looking good. The hammer right here, I'm not even sure if this was in my old video, but this thing's gotten huge. It's enormous. It's sitting on a, you can't even see it, it's sitting on a square frag plug on the bottom of the tank, so it's not even on a rock. And yeah, it's just got multiple heads and it's looking really good. Got a couple little pieces of Setosa, so I'm probably gonna get rid of that big piece. I know someone whose tank just got wiped out. Basically, he had a tank crash while he was out of town, so I'll be giving him those pieces. Over here, I have my purple Monty, which is doing really good. It's growing out. The Birds of Paradise is looking good. The Dendronepthia is like quadrupled in size. These orange zoas have gotten huge. Nice big colony of those. The green slimer is doing good back there. This little like mystery frag piece is growing, but I think I'm gonna give that one away too. So Buster, if you're watching this, that piece. This Setosa right here, I have another acro that's the same as that piece, just a smaller piece. I'll be hooking you up with those. Here's my ugly ass anemone. I don't know what this thing's problem was. When I bought it, it was a small rose bubble tip anemone. Like, I kid you not. When I put it in this tank, it changed colors. It turned green. It lost most of its bubble tips, went to straight tips, and now it has these weird, like, I don't even know. It looks I think it looks terrible. If anyone out there knows why my anemone looks like that, let me know. I have a feeling that it's the clownfish, that they're just beating the crap out of it and it's just not happy. I was also thinking it might be the pH too, but there's the clowns. Ooh, purple tang, he's kind of crazy. Wow, he's beautiful though. That's a good looking fish. Yeah, and then the purple firefish. That's pretty much it. I think that's a tricolor Velita. I'm not sure. I'm not really good with the names of the acros, but all I know is they're growing, they're looking good. If you can see, the whole back wall is covered in those little white like tube worm things. So I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool. Kind of looks like a little starry background on the back of the tank. Looks pretty cool, so I don't scrape it off. But as far as corals and fish go, I still got the shrimp. I'm not sure in the last video if I showed it, but I do have a mystery wrasse. He's temporarily in timeout. I'm sure you saw as I moved through here, I have a freaking infestation of Aptasias everywhere. I'm not sure how they just took off in the tank, but they're everywhere. And I had some peppermint shrimp that I was putting in here to take care of them. I don't think we're gonna see them. And the mystery wrasse kept eating them, so I had to get rid of him temporarily. I said he's on timeout, and hopefully those shrimps in the next few months will basically help to wipe out the Aptasia problem completely, because it drives me crazy. Same power heads. I guess we could look up top. There's really not much going on up here. Just the SB Reflight, which has been doing amazing. Haven't had any issues with it at all, and it just works great, so no problems there. I got the Apex auto feeder. Yeah, nothing really to report up here. Let's see, top-down view doesn't look too great, but yeah, it's doing good. So moving down to the sump. Oh, let's get down here. Not that much has changed. Again, when I moved the tank back, I kind of had all of my Apex stuff just like thrown out, just because, you know, we were remodeling the house and I didn't really have time to like get in there and make it look all perfect. But this last weekend, I went in there, tried to clean it up as best I could. Looks pretty good right now. There's just a few cords that I need to like tuck in behind there. The Jabo DC6000, haven't had a problem with it. The Coilink calcium reactor is working pretty good. I actually haven't had the reactor running because it ran out of CO2, but it is running now, and it's only been running for a few days, so I can't really say how it's doing. Other than that, if you see this reactor right here, this is kind of a newer addition. This is my CO2 scrubber. I've been having issues with the pH lately. I'm guessing it's because the windows are all closed up and haven't been getting a lot of fresh air. So this is old media and this is new media that I just put in today, and that actually helps with my pH a whole lot, and that's just fed through this line right to the skimmer intake. The Magus Curve V8 still working like a champ. That thing keeps my tank so clean. I'll be completely honest, I've done 2 water changes since I set this tank up, and I never have any issues with nitrates or phosphates, so I don't have that many fish though. So there's just the return line for the calcium reactor, those 2, and then the ATO line is down there. I got my emergency valve, my auto top-off valve still, and then my probe rack is back there with my pH probe, my temperature probe, and then I got my secondary pH probe in the reactor, so that's working good. I did recently add an air stone in an attempt to try and raise the pH. It helped a little bit, but I just don't think there's enough, there's too much CO2 in our air, so it's basically just taking CO2 from the air and pumping it back in. So I might just end up taking it out if I don't see that it's really doing that much. The reactor though, this will significantly increase my pH. And then the filter sock. Not really much else to report there, but yeah, everything's working pretty good. Haven't had any major issues with anything really. I mean, the Aptasia are kind of a pain, but we're taking care of those slowly but surely. So yeah, there's just a quick update on everything. If anyone knows why my anemone looks like that, let me know, because I think it looks hideous and I kind of want to pull it out of the tank. So alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace.